Hello Reformers, and welcome back, I should be saying, to Space Pirates and Zombies 2. Now, this is a game that I played through the campaign of quite a while ago, and it has now just been fully released to version 1.0 from early access. And, well, what a journey it has been. It's been 18 months as far as I'm aware in early access, and let me just say, I've seen all of the change logs, and the progress has just been utterly staggering. Let me show you exactly what I mean. There are going to be some sort of jaw-dropping things going on here. So, as you can see, there are a number of different game modes. Of course, we have the default game mode, we have everything unlocked here, so start with full access to ship part sizes, strikecraft hangars, empire management, and special abilities. And then, of course, you have the Epic War mode, which is a brutal marathon of a conquest mode. And that, well, as you can see, has a wide variety of different gameplay changes. I'm not going to read through them all, but basically everything is very difficult. So if you want to, then go for it. Otherwise, there are no zombies in this one. And leveling and unlocking are quick. Galaxy is totally under faction control, so there are no neutral areas as far as I'm aware. And, well, everything just is a little bit quicker. And obviously you don't have to deal with zombies, which is also nice. Otherwise, strong bandits and zombies. Very, very strong zombies, very, very strong bandits, and tiny, hard to find factions. So that is obviously going to make things even more difficult in many respects. So what I'm going to do is I am literally going to be playing on the default game mode here, and I am actually kind of considering playing on the Milky Colossus, which is the biggest map. So you have three different maps here. You have the Clockwork Void, which is the standard map. Then you have the Micro Spiral, which is a much quicker map, so the action is a lot faster, so, you know, there's less build-up and many more battles, I would assume. And then, of course, you have the Milky Colossus, which is 200 sectors. I'm actually going to be selecting that. Now, this is where things get crazy. Crazy. Really very much more crazy than we saw beforehand. Yeah, so there are, as far as I'm aware, over 90 different sliders for you to customize your experience in the Sandbox mode of Space Pirates and Zombies 2. And, oh yeah, also, if you'd like to check this out and, you know, read for yourself a couple of the descriptions and so on and so forth, then you can check the link in the description. Anyway, otherwise, look, there you go. How many extra cores we get? 3 early, 3 late, 6 early, 6 late, 3 early, and 3 late. So you can basically choose what you want to get. So I don't really mind. 3 early and 3 late, or default. Doesn't really matter either way to me, because I'm having a good old fun time. There's also the zombie timer, so how long in star map minutes it will take for the zombies to manifest themselves. I actually wouldn't mind them taking a long time, so let's do 120 minutes for that. Then, of course, you have the bandit population, bandit strength, command point multipliers, and perk values, so multiplies all the bonuses given by percentage increased perks, tweaks how strong a level makes you versus how strong equipment makes you. There's all kinds of different things. That's just the star map setup. Here's the star map meta. Look at that. And they give you all these different descriptions as well, so you don't need to be in the dark about what any of these things do, because they always tell you. So ignore player level, what level you must be before the AI can engage you. So that's fantastic. That's really nice. So you can basically make it 0, so the AI can literally attack you immediately if you so desire. Otherwise, there's just tech here, max ship speed, all that sort of thing. And then you have combat, just shield boosts and missile health and ship health and so on and so forth. And global damage, so multiplies all forms of damage. So if you want people to do massive damage, then you can do that. And then, of course, zombies, rebounding zombies. You know, for the putback, you gotta have rebounding zombies. Anyway, when the zombie infection is wiped out, it will re-emerge in the future, stronger than before. So if you want that, then you can have it. And that's, in my opinion, what has gone on with this game in early access. It's literally been listening to the community. The developers have been absolutely fantastic, and they have been adding all kinds of things into the game, exactly what people have been asking for. And there's just, I mean, harvest time, res size, scrap size, goon size, it's just really quite amazing in my opinion. So otherwise you have raids here. Obviously it's the time it takes to raid something. Then you have cloaking. There are actually obviously stealth systems in the game. And then you just have the miscellaneous with star bases and just everything. Everything you could ever want. We're going to be playing on default though. Gonna save my custom settings, even though I haven't really changed much apart from playing on Milky Colossus, because I just wanted to show you most of it. Let's start. And, okay, so if you find the game too easy, you can change the difficulty at any time. Recommended. Okay, we're going to play on... Oh, Insane. You have activated Insane Mode. Please keep in mind that Insane Mode is exactly what it says. Insane. Your base damage output is drastically reduced, while every other captain gets a large boost in damage. Zombies even more so. It is recommended you never play this mode, and ever, unless you enjoy pain and suffering. Do not expect a fair and balanced experience if you play on Insane Mode. And anyone that plays on Insane Mode must be a masochist, right? Anyway, we are going to be starting on normal. Alright, so here we are. We need some strikecraft, and it would probably be a good idea for me to go and look around a little bit, but we should probably read this first, shouldn't we?
Remind you all that you cannot simply urinate in the corner and proclaim you are the alpha meat husk. You are a minuscule fish in an otherwise colossal ocean.
Yes, read the advisory thing. Yes, thank you very much. All transportation, mining, harvesting, and communication is done via the star map. At any time, use the assemble ship button to drop out of warp and edit your mothership. This is the main thing that you have to be aware of when you're playing Space Pirates and Zombies 2, because you can just change any part of your ship and reconstruct it anytime you like. And obviously you can consider selling or dumping those ships. They will weigh you down, making you burn more res during transit. So there you go. Otherwise, we can just move around and do some things. Yes, let's go. Okay, so I'm going to go to this wreckage over here. It's got some res and some scrap.
Your intestines are so long that if you strung them up end to end, you'd probably die. These here metal mother doesn't like to loot the dead, but what need do they got for intestines?
Yeah, so... There's, loot the wrecks of war to find various supplies. Searching a wreck takes time. You may have to search the wreck several times to extract all the loot. Not everyone can be a winner. If you want to avoid joining the ever-expanding ranks of losers, you should do whatever you can to survive. That includes looting the dead for supplies and, well, maybe candy. Who knows? So let's get them salvaging going on. Oh yeah, nice amount of res right there. And yeah, of course we don't really need to worry about anything except bandits right now. So I'm pretty happy to just continue walking around and doing a little bit of scavenging here and there. And we're going to be getting a huge amount of experience as we explore. Oh, I really just wanted to go over there just right now. Isn't that hilarious? The AI. Oh, the AI is very good when it comes to doing that sort of thing. Anyway, I'm going to try and get some goons here as well. I have 60 goons already, but I can always sell those. Do bear that in mind. You can sell goons.
Pillaging successful.
So I'm going to try and do that, because otherwise they're going to start eating us out of house and home, and that's not very nice. So yeah, we're in the cowboy leg sector at the moment, and if you want to see how big the Milky Colossus actually is, this is how big it is. It is massive. Absolutely massive. And there's a bandit hive over there, probably not going to want to deal any damage to those guys. And we have a threat of 5 at the moment, which is not that bad. I think we should be able to maybe tackle a couple of enemies, but I'd like to find where the blue faction is at the moment, so that I can maybe enter a starbase and maybe buy something. I mean, I have 164 res and a little bit of scrap, so I suppose that's not too bad. There's a lot of wreckage around here. I'd like to sell my goons, as I said. That would make a big, big difference.
Cargo acquired.
There we go. I don't want to continue scavenging all the time because it's going to take way too long for me to find anywhere.
Map updated.
Oh my. What do we have over there? We got some lore. Lore is very good, by the way, for experience. I learned that a long time ago when I played the very early access version, so maybe it's different now. I don't think so somehow. I think it still gives you some experience.
We can sometimes pick up residual data transmissions bouncing around the old warp network. Though the gates are smashed beyond repair, some seem to be able to hang on to these low-density data packets, like a ghostly reminder of our past.
Yeah, so there you go. We can find lore and all that sort of thing. Okay, so let's scan and view it, shall we?
It is impossible to say for sure where the dark entity came from. Some believe it existed before time itself. Others believe it is responsible for maintaining the precarious cosmological constant through its will alone. Regardless, it is now known that the resource res stems entirely from this creature. While the entity cannot normally be physically observed, it does have a direct effect on the universe around it, flooding space with res. The function of res serves to attract technologically advanced species toward the creature, where they then can be corrupted by the dark infection.
And that's exactly where the zombies come from, as far as I am aware. Anyway, that is the text-to-speech voice that is, well, that was present in the original SPAZ, as far as I'm aware. And they have some voice actors now, so I'm going to turn those on just so you can hear a little bit of an example of those. Alright, so I've turned on the other voices now, and we're going to be ransacking. Ooh, I could harvest this at 100% for 400. But I think that's probably going to be too late, so I'm just going to ransack it. What is that? That is I think that's a very big bandit. I can't even tell what that is, actually. I'm probably just going to leave it, to be honest. I don't really want to get involved with that sort of thing, thank you. Okay, so let's go over here and just continue ransacking, getting a bunch of res, because we need to make sure that we are in good strength here. What's that? That's a pretty strong bandit. Okay, we've got to be a little bit careful here. I don't know whether the bandits respect the level limit. I think they probably won't. But I'd like to get some strikecraft if at all possible, and strikecraft is required to progress at a decent rate. So we're going to try and continue walking around here, well, flying around, and hopefully we'll be able to find some of the friendlier factions, I suppose. But I'd like to take on some bandits as soon as possible.
Signal detected.
Ooh, hello. Wow, there's a lot of hostile people around here. Ah, there we are. Yes, we finally found someone. Okay, so let's go in here.
Though I am completely disgusted by the idea of cooperating with others in a fashion that implies intellectual equality, it often cannot be avoided. Just try not to get extorted too severely.
I will try my best. I will try my best. Right, so let us trade a little bit here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to load a bunch of my goons away, because I can do that. 60 is the limit, so I'm gonna do about that. And she's gonna give us some scrap for that. I have about 1,300 scrap now, which is pretty decent, I suppose. I'd like to get some strikecraft. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they have any right now, which is a bit weird. But I suppose I can just continue to, you know, look around a little bit, perhaps.
We wouldn't be a very respectable mothership without some sort of support fleet. I would advise we keep our hangars fully stocked with strikecraft at all times. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a healthy menu of ships to choose from at the moment, but that will certainly change in time. Every enemy strikecraft we destroy presents an opportunity to salvage blueprints for new ships. Plus, it'll give Carl something to do instead of pissing me off to no end.
Yeah, there you go. So, in other words, destroying enemy strikecraft can yield additional blueprints, which unlocks new ship types, which is fantastic. I really like that. So, oh, we do actually have some, do we? Yes, it seems like we have some. So I can easily get these guys over here, and we can tell them to mount particular things. I'd like to get the weak short-range emitter, perhaps. I think that's probably going to be the best, but it does require them to go pretty close. But I guess that's just how it is. Let's just do that. There we go. And, oh, there we go. Okay, so I can do that. Okay. Is that okay for me to do? I guess so. So let's just get a bunch of these. There we are. Okay, so I actually do have strikecraft now?
Combat capability could be
Yeah, apparently I do. That's fantastic. Okay, I was under the impression that I needed to buy them. But maybe that's changed. Well, there we go. We have 8 strikecraft now, which is pretty fantastic. So I can maybe go over here and maybe try and fight these bandits. Shall we try? I mean, they have 7. Ooh, 7 flight. 7 strikecraft they have. That's a bit, maybe a bit too risky at the moment. Maybe what we should do is just walk around a little bit and just get level 2 at least, and then maybe we can do something after that. I don't really want to run in and just be like, oh, hey there, you know, steal all my stuff. It's not really going to be the best. Ah, there we go. We've leveled up. Fantastic.
Behold, my happy place. It is here my power grows. Using the data we have acquired from the sensors, I can refine our ships and equipment. While I would adore being able to find every single archaic piece of junk on board, the physical nature of the universe forbids it. Treat the data analytics with respect.
And so, this is where the sort of RPG portion comes in, because we can select a perk.
Data that has not yet been allocated. Consider not allocating it, and instead allocate it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so I think we should probably go for weapon damage. Even though scavenging would be the smart choice, I feel like weapon damage will win us many more fights. So I'm probably going to try and do that. And now, hopefully, we'll be able to buy a couple of extra parts. Perhaps. We should probably go into the arena as well, by the way. That would probably make quite a bit of sense. Okay. So let's see, that's an ion, missiles, I'm not a big fan of these. Ooh, a flak cannon, an automated defense turret designed to take down multiple launch weapons. Might be pretty good. A laser is always nice. Pretty happy with laser. Shotgun's pretty nice too, so I think I'm going to buy the laser for our right side. What are we currently using on the right side? We're using micro blasters. I suppose that's okay, but I'm going to buy that anyway. We could sell some res as well, by the way, to reduce the cost of this. So that's, I guess that's pretty decent. Alright, so I'm going to sell one of these. Does that actually do anything? No, it doesn't do anything at all because it's junk. It's absolute junk. So let's go and assemble our ship. This is the first time we're doing this, of course. So let us, I know how to do it, thank you very much. I think I do at least. Wouldn't that be amusing if I didn't know how to do it now? Yes. Okay, so now you grab onto these things and you just slot them in. Yeah. Pretty easy, right? Yeah, pretty easy. Alright, so let's go back to the star map. Alright, so now it is time. Now that we are... Well, it doesn't seem like that has actually improved our threat rating at all, which is very, very unfortunate. I was hoping that it might. Wow, this is a very, very large faction, isn't it? Okay, well, it's about time, I guess, that I actually show you the combat. It's been a while. And now, I probably should also mention that I am in this game. So, if you actually, buy it at any point in its lifetime, then start up a new game, you can find my character. And I'm actually, I'm actually unsure where I am right now, because obviously, yeah, it's a huge, huge galaxy. But if we run into me, maybe you'll recognize me if you've been on my channel a while. But yeah, I do a little bit of voice acting there. And oh, wait a minute, I think I might be able to take. Ooh, no, I'm going to take these guys on instead. They are one threat lower. Let's do it. I don't know whether I'm actually going to be able to win this, but we do have an extra part, so I guess that might make sense. All right.
Start fights I can't win.
Okay, approach a failgate if you wish to flee. Retreating through a failgate would cause the ship to lose some of its resources. Alright, okay. So let's see what we can do here. I'm just going to access the battle wagon mode, basically, because I'm really, really bad at aiming in this game, so I'm just going to be using that for the most part. And we're going to try and take out their strike craft as soon as possible. Our shields are offline already, but we're trying our best. Oh, what's that? A blueprint collected. Oh, that's very nice. Okay, so now you can actually throw these at the enemy, as far as I'm aware. I think you could do that, at least. Okay, things are... I don't actually know whether they're going too well at the moment. Things are not maybe going as well as I had hoped. But it's because of all their strike craft. They have so many more command points. Oh no. That is not good. We have another one of our strike craft coming in. Oh yes, I might actually be able to survive. I might be able to survive this. Maybe. Come over here, blueprint, before I die. I'm probably gonna die. Probably gonna die. They have way too many strike craft for me, unfortunately, so yeah, I probably should have just done some arena. That's probably what I'm gonna go and do now. Boom. So, as you can see, we're now in the arena. Winning in the arena will earn you experience, scrap, and relations. Your real ship will not be harmed. Arena events do, however, factor in your personal perks. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so we get 50 experience, a little bit of relation, and 100 scrap for winning this particular arena program, as you can see. So it's basically a simulation, and you get to try out all kinds of different ships. The Shredder is built for close-range combat and ramming. It has 4 Mac hammers. That's a new weapon. I've not actually been able to experience that in the previous version. Up front to soften ships, and an ultra-hard nose to slam into the weakened parts. In the back, there are 3 engines to increase max speed, as well as 3 defender hangars to protect the Shredder as it comes around for the next assault. Alright, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. So let's see what happens here. So we need to get pretty close to our opponent. Oh, look at... Oh my! That is pretty amazing. Wow. I like it. I like this. I'd actually like to get some of these, if at all possible. Now let's ram them! Oh, that actually works really nicely. Although I did do quite a bit of damage to myself. Yes, quite a bit of damage to myself. Okay, so there you go. I gained some experience and a little bit of a reward there. And we can also do another arena. Now this is a little bit more difficult, but shouldn't be anything that we can't handle. And hopefully I have the exact same... Yeah, look at that. I have some defenders there as well, which are obviously going to help me a little bit. I'm just going to get close, try and take down their shields as soon as possible, and then I'm just going to ram into them. Wow. Just how crazy that is. That is super crazy, the amount of damage I'm able to do there. I do run out of energy pretty fast, though. But, well, it's not really... Can't really be helped. Alright, it's time for ramming speed! Boom! Oh, I love it. I love it. I think they've done a fantastic job with the ramming, because beforehand you couldn't really ram. You could ram, but it didn't really do that much damage, and I think they may have added that additional part. So I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Alright, so there you go. We've now leveled up very easily, and I think we're probably going to be getting increased health. I think health is pretty important. Okay, well, there we are. That is the first episode of Space Pirates and Zombies. If you enjoyed it, then by all means let me know by giving it a like and, you know, maybe giving me a comment as well. And if you'd like to check out this game, the link is in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.